Hola, buenas tardes. Hello,
Buenas
hello.
tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes. Buenas tardes.
Ok.
Buenas tardes.
Vamos encendiendo las cámaras, por favor. Les saluda Isabel. El día de hoy vamos a trabajar con el inicio, ¿verdad? De su básico número 3. Ustedes recuerden que sus cámaras siempre tienen que estar encendidas todo el tiempo, ¿verdad? Y cuando vayan a los breakout rooms, pues entonces ahí sus cámaras igual encendidas para puedan practicar con sus compañeros y sea más sencillo para nuestro teacher, ¿verdad? Que él pueda ayudarles y corregirles cuando ustedes lo necesiten. Ya en el grupo les compartí los libros, ¿verdad? Si ustedes se fijan, son los mismos que trabajaron en el módulo anterior. Lo único que hoy les corresponden ya las últimas unidades del libro. Entonces, ustedes ahí pueden verificar, tienen su workbook y tienen su libro del estudiante para que ustedes puedan revisar cada una de las actividades que ustedes tienen en Classroom también. Hoy solamente recordarles cámaras encendidas, micrófonos apagados, participar todo el tiempo. No olviden que es una clase completamente en inglés. Traten la manera de practicar todo lo que puedan. Siempre traten de apoyarse con el docente y cualquier situación administrativa que ustedes tengan, pueden contactarme ahí y el número que aparece de donde compartí los libros, ese es el mío y mi nombre es Isabel. Con respecto a la plataforma Classroom, también si tienen duda, ¿verdad? Y no pueden ingresar o no les aparece algún ejercicio, ustedes solamente me escriben y con gusto yo les voy a ayudar. En este momento les voy a compartir el código para que ustedes se puedan inscribir en Classroom y así ustedes ya el día sería quizá el martes, ¿verdad? Que ustedes van a estar revisando su plataforma para ir haciendo las tareas. Acá en el grupo de WhatsApp les dejo el enlace. Ya saben, solamente denle en clic. Yo voy a verificar inmediatamente que ustedes me aparezcan acá y también se los voy a dejar en el chat de Zoom si ustedes solamente le quieren dar clic acá. Aquí vamos a ver que sus nombres aparezcan completos. Como ustedes ya usaron la plataforma, creo que no va a haber ningún problema, ¿verdad? Le dije de todas maneras, si usted no se puede inscribir el día de hoy, yo voy a compartir los enlaces, videos, siempre en la WhatsApp para que usted pueda hacerlo el día de mañana. Voy a revisar a ver quién ya logró inscribirse. Voy a leer los nombres. Tengo 7 estudiantes inscritos. William José Avelar, Evelyn Paola Campos, Fátima Janet Machuca, Ernesto Manzano, Carolina Esmeralda, Alison Yasmín y Jarod Josué Ruiz Solís. Ahí están 7 ya inscritos. Creo que no les dio ningún problema. Por lo tanto, ustedes van a poder trabajar perfectamente, ¿verdad? Como siempre. Si tienen alguna duda, ya saben, pueden escribir al número que compartió los libros. Si no, le pueden hacer saber a teacher Roger, que es el encargado de este módulo, y él me lo comunicará a mí. Recuerden que tienen su receso de 7:30 a 7:40 y solamente vamos a apagar cámara y micrófono para que podamos hacer un solo video, ¿verdad? Los videos los van a poder ver siempre en Classroom, ahí está la carpeta de videoconferencias, le dan clic y cuando los van a poder ver un día después de haber sido ejecutada la clase, ¿verdad? Porque hay que descargar el video, hay que subirlo, hay que transformarlo, entonces es un proceso un poquito largo. No olviden que los nombres deben aparecer completos aquí en Zoom, porque si no, pues eso genera un problema para ustedes a la hora de que les toman asistencia, ¿verdad? Por ejemplo, déjenme ver, solamente tengo a René, que no le veo los apellidos, solo dice iPhone de René, y Diana Velar, Antonio Rodríguez, solamente ellos me aparecen. ¿verdad? No olviden que hay que escribir el nombre completo, ¿verdad? Esto es por cuestión de asistencia para ustedes. Les presento a su docente, Teacher Roger Hernández. Él va a estar a cargo de ustedes en este módulo. Cualquier duda que tengan con él. Thank you so much for your time. I know that this is an English class, but sometimes the rules are better to be clear, right? So thank you so much for your time, teacher, all yours. Have a nice class. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. So first of all, good evening, guys. It's really good to be here. I'm really glad to see you all. And as you may know, well, my name is Roger Hernandez. I'll be the teacher in class of, well, at least today's class, and let's hope for the entire unit. So feel free to participate, guys, so we can have fun. We can learn a lot. I mean, it is important for us to behave in a proper way, of course, but that doesn't mean that we cannot have fun. So feel free to participate. This is a learning environment. So if you have a question, don't feel ashamed to raise your hand to ask, because that's why we're here. We're here just to learn, and we can have fun in the process. So that being said, it is time for us to get busy, to get started with the class that we have for today. Just before to get into the class, as you already know, this is an English class, so there's no Spanish allowed. If you have a question, do the effort, try to do it in English, try to express yourself in English, so we can understand what you're trying to tell us, what you're trying to ask. So don't be like ashamed to make a mistake, because that's why we are here. So I'm happy to see you all, and I cannot see all your cameras open. So if you can open your camera, that would be great. There are like 2 or 3 of you that still have uh, that you don't have your camera open. So if you can do it, that would be great. Okay, that's amazing. So that being said, it is time for us to get started with the class. It's my understanding that you already have the book that we will be using today, and we're going to start right now. I'm going to share right now my screen so you get to see the page that we will be studying today. Give me just 1 second. And here we go. Guys, can you please let me know if you can see the screen?
Yes, teacher, I can.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, I can.
Amazing. So we're going to start with the unit 11, which is I'm going to have a party. And here we have basically the objectives that we will have for this unit 11. Discuss evening, weekend, and birthday plans. Discuss plans to celebrate holidays, special occasions, and festivals. And here we have the first like introduction activity, word power, month and date. So I know that this is probably easy for you this moment, but it is important for us like to start like getting more practice, getting the proper pronunciation about this particular subject, which is month and also date, so we can have that understanding. I'm going to start asking you like randomly, for example, let's say Natalia or William or Harold, to help me out reading. So whenever you get your name or you listen to that I'm calling you, please open your microphone and start like participating in the information that I'm going to need. So in order to get started with this, I'm going to play a recording because we have an audio right here to get like the proper pronunciation about months. And then we're going to start like doing some practice. So I'm going to share one more time my screen because I need to share the sound. Let me know if you can listen to the recording, guys.
Unit 11.
Can you?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Yes, I can, teacher.
Perfect. So let's get started with the first recording, and then let's pay close attention, and then we're going to do some practice. I'm going to call you like one by one or a couple of you so you can practice this pronunciation. So here we go.
I'm going to have a party. Page 72. Exercise 1. Word power. Months and dates. Part A. Listen and practice the months of the year. Months.
January, February, March, April,
May, June,
July, August, September, October, November, December.
Perfect. So this is an information that we all probably already know, but it is important to practice the pronunciation. Do you think that is it clear, or do you want me to play the recording one more time? Or are you ready to start and getting some practice?
It's clear?
That's perfect. Okay, so let's get started with this. And I'm going to ask you, Ernesto Manzano, can you please help me out reading the first 3 months of the year?
January, February, March,
Thank you. Now let's continue from April to June. And let me ask William Jose, can you please read the next 3 months of the year?
April, May, June,
Thank you. Let me ask Natalia, can you please read the next 3 months?
July, August, September.
Perfect. Thank you. What about the last 3? Let me ask Emily, can you please read the last 3?
October, November, December.
Okay, thank you. October, November, December. Well done. Now let me ask Jacqueline Lisette, can you please help me out reading the first 3 months of the year?
January, February, March,
Okay. Next 3, let me ask Jesus Carlos.
April, May, June.
Okay. Next 3 goes to Carolina Esmeralda.
October, November, December.
Okay. And now let me ask Senia Stephanie, can you please read from July to September?
September, April, October.
Okay, thank you. So guys, in this particular, on the first 3 months, we gotta pay close attention to the pronunciation of January, February, March. And please, let's pay close attention to how it's the pronunciation of the first 3 months.
Unit 11. I'm going to have a party. Page 72. Exercise 1. Word power. Months and dates. Part A. Listen and practice the months of the year. Months.
January,
Okay, did you get that? Can we all please open the microphones and repeat the first month of the year? I'm going to play it one more time, and then we're going to do it. So here we go.
1. Word power. Months and dates. Part A. Listen and practice the months of the year. Months.
January,
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 Okay, that's great. Thank you. Let's pay close attention to the second one. And please pay close attention how it's written, how we can see it on the screen, and how the person pronounces it, because it's different. Let's pay close attention to that.
February,
Do you guys see that it doesn't say like February? It is different, right? It is like there's no R between the B and U. One more time. Give me just 1 second. After that we
Months
play it,
and
we're going to
dates.
repeat the second
Part
one.
A. Listen and practice the months of the year. Months.
January, February,
January.
February,
Okay, okay. Thank you. Let's pay close attention to the third one.
March,
Go.
March,
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 Perfect. Next one.
April,
April.
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 Okay, thank you.
May,
May.
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 Okay,
May.
June,
June.
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 okay, thank you.
July,
July.
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 August,
August.
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 September,
September.
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 October,
October.
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 November,
November.
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 Okay, last one.
December,
December.
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 Thank you, guys. Well done. And here we're paying close attention to this because if we start paying close attention to the proper pronunciation since the beginning, once that we get a high level or we get to an advanced level, we're not going to struggle pronouncing this type of basic information. Well done, well done. So now we're going to, oh, but before to continue, is there any questions about the pronunciation or any questions about anything related to the months, or is it clear?
It's clear.
Okay, that's good. Thank you. So now let's move on to the exercise B. Complete the date, then listen and practice. As we already know numbers, right? But when we're talking about dates, we know that we have to write in a different way. And here we have the examples about how we can do it. And here, as you can see, we have some blank spaces for us to write. How do we have to write the number? If we have to add, like, next to the number ST, ND, TH, which is the most common, right? So here we have some blank spaces. We're going to play the recording. We're going to listen the audio, and then we're going to complete this exercise. In order to do it, we're going to create some breakout rooms. So you will work filling the blanks that we have right here. But first, let's play the audio. So here we go.
Page 72. Exercise 1. Part B. Complete the dates. Then listen and practice.
first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th.
Oh, just let me pause for a second. As you can see, guys, starting from fourth, she is overpronouncing the last sound of the word, like it's TH. If you pay close attention, she says like fourth, because that's a specific sound. The TH that we have at the end, the TH sounds like, I know it's kind of funny and we don't overpronounce that when we're speaking, but it is important for us to understand that, because when you're saying a date, you gotta be clear so the other person can understand that you're talking about a specific date. So pay close attention to how she pronounced the TH at the end. Let's continue.
11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st.
Perfect. So now that we already listened to the recording, we're going to do an activity. First of all, we gotta complete the blank spaces that we have right here. So on your notes, on your notebook, if you have it like something to take notes, you gotta complete the blank spaces that we have right here. For example, this one on third, do we have to write the number 3 and then what? TH, RD, ND. So that's what we're going to be working right now. And besides that, we're going to complete this class activity. Go around the room and ask your classmates birthdays, because we cannot go over the room. We're going to do it on breakout rooms. So I'm going to split you guys in, let me see how many we are. We're 29. So I'm going to split the class in different breakout rooms so you can ask the questions that we have right here. So the instructions are the following. We gotta complete and fill up the missing spaces that we have right here, the blank spaces. And after that we do that, we gotta ask a partner, when's your birthday, and then answer that question. So you're going to ask that question, and then that person is going to ask you. Once that we complete this activity, we're going to go back here to the main room, and we're going to share that information. I'm going to start asking you randomly about the specific birth date about any of your partners that you were working with. So let me create the breakout rooms so we can start working. Give me just 1 second. Let me stop sharing. And I'm going to split you guys different breakout rooms. So we're going to have 5 minutes to work on this, okay? So here we go.
Yo solita estoy, fíjate. Error de ahí. Aparece otra. No estoy sola.
No hay otra persona. Pregunta.
Hola, Irene.
Hola,
Hola, hola. Ah, nice to meet you, Irene.
nice to meet you.
Yo pensé que me había sacado. Aparecía yo solita en la pantalla. Pensé que me había sacado. Ay,
Yo igual que yo me salí, bueno, me
ah,
sacó por la señal y ya me quedó acá.
sí, sí, sí. Vamos a llenar los espacios, ¿verdad? Dijo de los que, a completar.
De las preguntas, ¿verdad? La del cuadro.
Yo entendí que lo del cuadro. No, no sé. ¿Quién más está? ¿Usted es
Comple-
Berenice?
sí,
No.
Irene Berenice.
Irene, ajá, Irene Berenice.
A completarlo, no, no son las preguntas entonces.
Ay, no entendí.
Que yo entendí las preguntas.
Abajo donde aparecen los números cardinales son.
Ordinales.
Ah,
Ajá.
este, este, abajo de ahí hay unas preguntas que vamos a completar, que es la última lección que tuvimos cuando se terminó el curso pasado.
Ujú.
Entonces serían las preguntas las que vamos a completar.
Sí.
Y no pueden compartir ustedes la pantalla.
No sé, tal vez Irene, porque yo no tengo
Ya la voy ahorita.
ajá, tal vez Irene puede, porque yo no he podido, ni siquiera bajar el libro he podido, y no ando las copias. Ay, solo las dos nos quedamos con Raquel.
Sí, sí, sí.
¿Verdad?
Se nos fue Irene.
¿Se fue? Ahí está.
Me sacó, voy a intentar compartirlo otra vez, a ver si no me vuelve a sacar.
Se la saca.
La saca, ¿verdad? Cuando quiere
Sí.
compartir.
Sí, sí, voy a ver. Tal vez como sí, más.
Pero, pero en el WhatsApp dice,
Solo que la envié como mensaje nada más.
no, pero es que ahí está, ya lo tiraron en el WhatsApp.
Ya
Que,
lo tiró él. Pero está,
Sí, en el WhatsApp está.
sí, ahí está. ¿Qué es lo que vamos a hacer?
Y se tomó la pacha, ¿verdad? ¿Y cuánto le hizo?
según lo que yo veo allí, No es complete the that, then listen, no, quiero ver. Ah, las preguntas son, ¿verdad?
Ya pudieron ver la imagen.
La C, class activity. Ah, ya hoy sí.
Esa es verdad, la de.
Sí. Ajá. Por ejemplo, habla por tus compañeros, dice, birthdays, día del cumpleaños. ¿Cuándo es tu
Ajá.
cumpleaños? Is November 18 when's yours? Dice, esas dos preguntas son, ¿verdad?
Sí,
Sí, ajá. Bien.
esas son.
When's your birthday? Por ejemplo, le voy a preguntar yo a Norma Isabel. Isabel, where's your birthday? O a Berenice. Berenice, when's your birthday?
When's,
¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños, verdad? ¿O cuánto
eh,
cumpleaños?
sería 6 July. Creo que
July.
así
July.
sería. Ajá, 6
July.
July.
Ajá, ok.
Creo que así sería la respuesta.
Sí, así sería. Por ejemplo, yo les estaba contestando, pero tenía el micrófono apagado.
Ok.
Es
Bien.
my birthday is November 5th, 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 5.
When's your birthday?
5 de
When's your-
noviembre.
November 5. November 5.
November 5.
November 5. Yes. Pregúnteme, Berenice, a mí, pues.
Eh, when's your birthday?
Is August 8. August 8. Ahora, la siguiente pregunta
¿Quién me
es,
dijo que le preguntara?
a mí.
Raquel o Norma.
Ajá. No, a mí, hoy pregunté la norma para soltarla, para practicar, ayuda bastante. When's your birthday?
When's your birthday, Raquel?
My birthday is August 8.
8.
August 8. Okay. What's your birthday? When's your birthday, Norma?
My birthday is November 5th. 5th. 5th.
September?
November 5th. 5th. 5. 5.
5. 5. 5. November 5. Okay. Okay. Ahora dice, it's November 18. Dice, es noviembre
19.
Es November 18, 18, ¿verdad? 8. Ah, no. Ah, que si es noviembre. Ay, no entiendo esta pregunta. It's November 8, 18.
18. Es
18.
noviembre
18, ¿verdad? It's
18.
November. Ajá, 18 aquí en este caso, ¿verdad? Ah, no, 18, 18. 18,
When's yours?
When's yours? ¿Cuándo es el tuyo? Ok, no sé, aquí la pregunta. It's November 18th. Solo quiero ir a... Ah, y está Evelyn, también Paola. Evelyn, está Marjorie. Preguntémosles entonces, para Evelyn la pregunta. La primera, when's your birthday, Evelyn?
My birthday is in June 7.
Ok, pregúntele a Marjorie. Usted, para practicar.
Marjorie, when is your birthday?
My birthday is November 14.
Hello, guys. Did we practice? Did we have the opportunity to practice?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, that's really great. So we're going to see the results of that practice. So let me share my screen one more time. And we can start completing the exercise. Here we go. So I was in different rooms and I was able to see that you already complete these blank spaces that we have right here, right? So let me ask you, and I'm going to need your help. So I'm going to need for you to type on the chat the right answer that goes in the blank spaces. For example, on this one, third, how are we supposed to write this with number in the last two letters? So it is a TH, it is ST, it is RD, or how are we supposed to write this number? So please type the answer on the chat.
3RD.
RD, okay. That was fast, thank you.
3RD.
Perfect. I see that most of you got the right answer. So thank you for that. What about the next one? 6. It is number 6 in RD, 6 ST, 6 TH, 6
68.
PH.
TH, okay. And we have another answer, 60. Oh yeah, 6 TH. Perfect. What about the next one? 10. It is
10TH.
10
Sorry.
TH. Okay. Okay. We got it. Thank you. What about the next one? 12. Okay. Do you guys remember what was the sound of the TH? Can someone reply that sound to me? Just the TH. No?
TH.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Yes. So remember that the sound at the end of when it's a TH, it is perfect. So now let's move to the next one, to the 15th. 15. We are overpronounced it, but that's the sound of the TH. Perfect. Amazing. I see that you got the right answer. What about the next one? 19th. Okay, okay.
Yes.
We got TH at the end. Okay, perfect. What about the next one? 22nd.
ND.
ND. Yes, 22nd. ND. What about the next one? 24th. Okay. ICTH. Perfect. And the next one? 26. Okay. Another TH. Perfect. What about the next one? 28th. TH again. Okay. Perfect. And the next one? Do I have a volunteer to pronounce the next one?
50.
TH.
TH, yes.
Yes.
Okay. What about the next one?
ST.
31st, okay.
31st.
51st.
ST.
Perfect. You got it, you got it. Thank you, guys. So I see that we have the right answer. Please take note of this information because the more we advance, sometimes we tend to forget the basic things. So try to memorize that because you're going to need it and you're going to use it every time that you're writing dates on a class or on a document or whatever you are doing at that moment. You will need that information. So that's amazing. Now let's move to the conversation. Is she going to bake a cake? So guess what? We have more practice. We will have the opportunity to speak to our partners, and I'm going to need you guys that whenever you are on a breakout room, please take the time to speak. Try to use the time for practice, because the more we practice, the better. The more we practice, the easier it gets for us to speak. We learn how to open our mouth and how to pronounce some particular words that might seem like difficult. Here we have a listen and practice activity, and here's what we're going to do. We're going to play the audio, we're going to listen the audio, and then we're going to practice. So one of you will be Ava, one of you will be Martin, and you're going to, practice that conversation. But first, let's pay close attention to the recording. I'm going to play the audio right now. And here we go. Please let me know if you can listen to the audio.
Page 7.
Can you?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Here we go.
72. Exercise 2. Conversation. Is she going to bake a cake? Listen and practice.
Are you going to do anything exciting this weekend?
Well, I'm going to celebrate my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. When is it exactly?
It's April 21st, Sunday.
So, what are your plans?
I'm going to go to my friend Rosa's house. She's going to cook a special dinner for me.
Nice. Is Rosa going to bake a birthday cake for you too?
A cake for me? I hope so.
Okay, so here we have the conversation. And what we're going to do, and we're going to focus a lot on this. As you can see, the conversation was kind of exaggerating some, like the question mark, like this weekend, because we are able to understand that that was a question, right? And when he was like surprised, oh, happy birthday, it was exaggerating the sound. So I'm going to be jumping from breakout rooms to breakout rooms to see if we are doing that, okay? So I'm expecting for you guys to try to exaggerate the pronunciation of those exclamation mark, question as well. So I'm going to divide you into different breakout rooms so we can practice that conversation. So guys, is it clear what we're going to do right now?
Yes, teacher, is clear.
Perfect. So here we go.
Teacher, I'm sorry, I don't have a partner. I am alone in the room.
Hi, good evening.
Hello.
Usted se quedó sin pareja también.
Ah, no, aquí dice invitado. Ahora me mandan a otro salón. Horror, ya,
Ah,
no sé.
am, yo solo quedé, nunca entró nadie. Sale.
Irene, Berenice, ¿cómo no? Aquí está. Está. ¿Y qué dijo que íbamos a hacer? Que yo me
Mm,
desconecté.
a practicar. Creo que la envío al...
Lo que mandó en WhatsApp. Vaya, entonces practiquemos.
Ujú.
Vaya, vamos a ver. Dice, yo soy, quiero ver, usted sería Martin.
Sí,
Ah, pues yo voy a ser Eva. Vaya, yo pregunto, are you going to do anything exciting, ¿cómo pronuncia?
exciting.
Exciting this weekend?
Well, I'm going
Body.
to celebrate my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. When is it exactly?
It's April 21st, Sunday.
So what are your plans?
I'm going to go to my friend Rosa's house. She's going to cook a special dinner for me.
Nice. Is Rosa going to bake a birthday cake for you too?
A cake for me? I hope so.
Hoy usted va a ser Eva y yo voy a ser Martín.
Mhm. Are you going to do anything exciting this weekend?
Well, I am going to celebrate my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. When is it exactly?
It's April 21st, Sunday.
So what are your plans?
I am going to go to my friend's Rosa's house. Rosa's house. She's going to cook a special dinner for me.
Nice. Is Rosa going to bake a birthday?
Okay, okay, for me. I hope so. Hola, hola.
Okay. Were we able to practice, guys? Did we practice a lot? Yes? No?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Perfect. That's perfect. So now, in order to see that practice into action, I'm going to ask two of you to perform that conversation. Really easy. I'm going to pick one of you, and then I'm going to need a volunteer. So I'm going to pick, let me see who wants to participate on this one. I know that all of you want to participate, but I'm going to pick one of you, and one of you will be volunteer. So let me ask, let me see. Let me ask.
Por eso yo no la
Ernesto.
cambié el agua.
Ernesto is going to be
El
the
agua no
first
se la
one.
cambié, yo se la cambié.
Guys, your microphone. And the second one, I'm going to need a volunteer. So Ernesto is going to be the first one. And who is going to help Ernesto? Someone?
Antonio.
I can do it, teacher.
Perfect.
Okay.
So Ernesto, you're going to be the first one. And you're going to be the second one. I think it was you, right, Rene?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So Ernesto, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Perfect. Go ahead.
Are you going to do anything exciting this weekend?
Well, I'm going to celebrate my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday! When is exactly?
It's April 21st, Sunday.
So what are your plans?
I'm going to go to my friend Rosa's house. She's going to cook a special dinner for me.
Nice. Is Rosa going to bake a birthday cake for you too?
A cake for me? Mm, I hope so.
Okay, thank you guys. Thank you. I really like the energy and how you were like putting emphasis on the questions and the exclamation marks. Really appreciate that. So is she going to bake a cake? What do you think about this image, guy? What do you think about this cage? About, I mean, it's almost seven. Well, it's actually 7 p.m. So does it look good? Do you like cake? No? Let me ask Marjorie. Marjorie, what do you think about this picture that we have right here? Marjorie?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Yes, it is okay. So now let me ask Eric Josue, what do you think about this picture? Does it look like tasty? Would you eat a piece of this cake or no?
Looks like delicious.
Okay, thank you. Yes, chocolate, right? Now let me ask Natalia, what do you think about this image? Do you like cake or you
It's
don't?
good, very good. I like the chocolate. I'm hungry.
Okay, and imagine it's 7 p.m. We have this image right here. We're getting hungry. We would love to be drinking a cup of coffee and slide of this cake, right? Thank you. Now, let's move on to the next part. And here comes something really interesting because we were practicing some conversation. We were doing different things right now. We had the opportunity to do it. And now comes something that is really important, which is grammar and grammar focus right here. And we're going to be taking a look at the future with be going to. As we read on the title, this is related to future when we're speaking about something, not right now, but in the future. And here we have a couple of examples about how we can use it. We're going to play the audio, so we're going to pay close attention, and then I'm going to ask you guys, some of you, to help me out reading with the sentences that we have right here, with the questions and the answers as well. So please pay close attention, and then I'm going to ask for your help reading. So let me know if you can listen to the recording.
Page 73.
Can you?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. Thank you. So please, let's follow, in this case, the audio, and at the same time, let's read, but in our minds, right? Because after that, we will be doing some practice. So here we go.
Exercise 3. Grammar focus. The future with be going to.
Are you going to do anything this weekend?
Yes, I am. I'm going to celebrate my birthday. No, I'm not. I'm going to stay home.
Is Rosa going to cook dinner for you?
Yes, she is. She's going to cook a special dinner. No, she's not. She's going to order takeout.
Are your friends going to be there?
Yes, they are. They're going to stop by after dinner. No, they're not. They're going to be away all weekend.
Perfect. So now that we already listened to the recording, we're going to have the opportunity to practice um, how to use it in some pronunciation as well. I'm not going to ask you like right here because that will take much time and you won't have the opportunity like to participate. So we're going to do the following. I'm going to send you to another breakout room, and you're going to, one of you is going to ask the question and another one is going to answer that question reading the answers that we have right here. And then you switch and then you switch. So we all have the opportunity to practice. So whenever I join to the rooms, guys, I want to see you practicing in English. I jumped to different rooms and all of you were speaking English, right? No Spanish, not a single word of Spanish. So let's hope that we continue that way. I'm going to be jumping from room to room to see that you're practicing and that you're speaking only what? Spanish? All right, only English. So here we go. Let's get some practice. And if you have a question, guys, please feel free to ask when I jump to any of the rooms. So here we go. Oh, but before to go to the rooms, is it clear, guys? Um, did we get what are we going to do?
Yes, teacher. It's
Yes,
clear.
teacher, is clear.
Perfect. So here we go. We are back. So, guys, I was jumping from the different breakout rooms, and I like to see that you're practicing. That's really important. So let's keep doing that. Let's go back to the book because we have more activities to complete. And here we go. So we already complete this one, the grammar focus part. And I was able to see that you were practicing the usage of be going to, like reading the answer and giving the different, reading the question and giving the different answers that we have right here. So in order for us to understand a little bit more about how we can use it, what's the right form to do it, the book asks us to go to the Grammar Plus in page 142 that we have right here. And here we have like a brief explanation about the structure of the going to and how we can use it. Here we have the structure. So I'm going to need a volunteer, someone helping me out reading just the first part, use until tonight. So do I have a volunteer? Yes, I have a volunteer. Thank you, Kimberly. Please go ahead.
Is tomorrow is going to be a very exciting day. It's my birthday and my friends and I.
Yes.
Oh, teacher, no, sorry.
It's okay.
Esa oración era hora más arriba.
Yes, it was right here from use. Here?
Okay. Sorry. Use is are plus going to plus base form we are going to have dinner with my parents tonight. A gift.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Kimberly, for helping us with the first one. And now we have Natalia. Can you please help us out with the second one?
Okay. In question, with be going to, the be verb come before the subject. Is he going to buy my gift?
Thank you. So here we have basically the structure about the usage of be going to. And on the first one, as Kimberly was reading, use am is are plus going to plus base form for the future. And here we have the first example. We are going to have, like we have right here on the structure. Here we have it, basically the explanation. And here we have the first example. Like it says, am, is, or are. We are then going to, like we have it right here, going to, and the verb in its base form, which is have. Going to have dinner with my parents tonight. And when we're talking about questions, it's a little bit different. It's almost the same, but it's different because in question would be going to, the verb comes before the subject. And here we have it. Is he going to buy me a gift? Here we have going to buy me a gift. This is almost the same, but a little bit different so we can understand when we're giving a sentence or an affirmation and when we're asking a question. And here we have some practice so we can see if we got how we can use it. How are we going to complete the sentences that we have right here? Are we going to do it right here? Are we going to do it on breakout rooms? So let me ask you guys, did you already complete this exercise? Or do you think that we need to do it like one by one? Did we complete it? Not yet, right? Okay, don't worry. So let's do the following. We're going to complete the part 8 of this exercise because we have right here the instructions. So I'm going to need someone helping me out reading just the instructions right here. Just letter A. Can someone help me out reading this one, the instructions? I need a volunteer.
Okay, teacher. Complete Matthew story. Use the correct form of the going to and the verb in parentheses.
Thank you. And here we go. So on the first one, we have tomorrow is going to be. Here we have is and the verb be. Like we have it right here. How are we going to use it? If we're talking about is, we're going to use the going to plus the base form of the verb going to be, just as it is. A very exciting date. It's my birthday and my friends and I. We're talking about my friends and I. And the verb that we have here, it's celebrate. So are we going to use?
¿Quieres agua?
Be careful with the mics,
Si
guys.
quieres, puedes venir a agarrar.
Your microphone is on, Cecilia.
Cafecito. No he hecho cafecito.
Watch out with your mics. Perfect. So
I love the
let's.
coffees.
Yeah, we want coffee, right?
I need coffee.
Drink coffee, Cecilia. Me too.
You gotta share with all of us right now, Cecilia. So let's continue with the second one. On this one that we're talking, my friends and I, what would be the answer? You can type it on the chat or you can raise your hand.
I going to celebrate.
Are going to celebrate. Yes, that's right. Do you guys agree with that answer? Are we going to celebrate? Is it correct? Guys? Yes? No?
I am.
Yes, teacher.
I'm going to.
Are going to? Yes, the
I'm
answer
going to
is correct.
celebrate.
Perfect. So let's continue with the next one. In the morning, Stephen and I, we have drive right here as a verb. Stephen and I, what?
I going to drive.
Okay, thank you. The verb in its base form one more time. Yes, you're totally correct. The next one, our friend Rosa.
Going to meet. Going to meet.
Okay. Our friend Rosa.
Is going to meet.
There you go.
It's going.
He's going to. Perfect. So I like that, guys, that you're seeing that something was missing. You almost got the answer, but something was missing. That's really important. So please take note of the answers, guys. Take note of that. He's going to meet us there. What about the next one? We and stay.
We
are going
We are
to stay.
Yes, we are going to stay at the beach for a few hours. Then we
We are going
are
to have
are going to have
Long.
are going to have.
are going to have. Yes, there you go. Perfect. Next one, we're going to have lunch at my favorite restaurant. After lunch, Stephen
Is going
He's
to
going to go.
going to go. Yes, you're totally right. He's going to go to work. And Rosa and I
are going to see.
Are going to see.
to see. I'm going to see a movie.
perfect, are going to see. You're totally correct. After the movie, we
Are going
Are
to
going
Are
to
going to go.
Our friend Philip.
are going to go. Perfect. What about to our friend Philip's house? He
Is
He
going
He's
to
going
make.
to make.
make
Going to
his
our
special.
he's going to make. Yes, your special homemade pizza for Rosa and me. Perfect. As you can see, guys, once that we get the structure about how to use it, if we're talking about is, are, or it depends if we're talking about one or more than one people, it is easier for us to understand and to catch the right usage of the going to. So Now that we complete this one, we're going to move on to letter B. But before to move to that one, let me ask you about the first exercise, letter A, in this Matthew's story. Is there any question about the usage, about any word that is new for us, or is it getting clear? Feel free to raise your hand, feel free to open your mic, because that's the way that we'll learn. So is it clear, or is there any question?
Any question?
It's clear,
No question,
teacher.
teacher.
It's clear, teacher.
A question.
Perfect. Because if there's no question, we're going to have the opportunity to practice. So we're going to, since you already got the answers, you already write down the answers, correct? Since you got the answers, we're going to practice this conversation. How are we going to do this? I'm going to split you one more time so you can practice reading the entire sentence, okay? And please try to focus on that. Try to read the entire sentence. The longer, the better, okay? So we can coordinate and we can keep pronouncing different English words at the same time. The longer, the better. So I'm going to split the class right now, and we're going to have for this one just 5 minutes. So once that you get into the breakout room, start practicing, okay? So is it clear what we're going to do, guys?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. So let's get busy, guys. Here we go. Five minutes to practice, okay?
¿Qué dijo William? No le escuché bien.
Okay, guys, I know that that was not enough time to practice the conversation, but I ask you to get back here because guess what? It is time for get some break. So you can get a coffee, you can drink some water, you can stretch a little bit, and then we go back with a lot of energy to continue practicing and to continue with the part 8 and the part B about this grammar exercise. So we're going to go for a 10-minute break right now. It is 7:32. We go back at 7:42. Just close your mic and camera, and I'll see you in 10 minutes, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, drink some coffee or water or stretch a little bit. I'll see you in 10 minutes.
Luego que rebelde
Okay, guys, time's up. Time's up. It is time for us to get back to the class. So did you had coffee? Did you had something or just water or just went for a walk? What did you do? Antonio, what did you do? Did you had coffee or something? No? Antonio, your mic? No, we cannot listen to you. Your mic is off. So basically, Antonio is telling us that it was too much break, right? Too much time. What about you, Alison? What did you do? Did you drink water? Did you went for a coffee or...
I drink coffee. I drink coffee.
Okay, that's great. That's great.
I'm sorry, teacher.
That's
My
okay.
AirPod. Perfect.
So,
It's all right.
so you were saying that it was too much time, right? That 5 minutes is enough. 10 minutes, it's too much, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what about you, Ernesto? What did you do? Did you have a tortilla or something? No?
I eat tamales. Chipilín
Okay.
tamales.
You gotta share with us. We all want tamales. Enjoy it, enjoy it.
Quickly, very quickly.
That was fast. What about you, Natalia? What did you do?
I eat chipilin tamal.
You as well?
I am eat chipilin tamal.
Okay, okay. You as well are having tamales. That's great. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. What about you, Marta? What did you do? Did you drink coffee or did you have tamales as well?
I drink milk.
Okay, that's great. That's great because you have it handy, right? And what about you, Eric Josue? What did you do?
I'm all the prayer in my bed.
Okay, okay. Thank you. Perfect, guys. So thank you for sharing what basically you did during the break. I just had water, you know. I didn't have coffee. So maybe later on with a tamal that Ernesto is going to share with us. So now it is time for us to get back to business, get back to the book, get back to what we were doing. So we were having some practice about a conversation, and we're going to go back to the book so we can continue with that. I was jumping from room to room, and I was able to see that some of you were already working on the B section for this exercise. So for this exercise, this particular section, what we have to do is this: we gotta write questions based on the information that we have right here on the part 8, and here we have the instructions. I'm going to need someone helping me out reading just the instructions right here. B. Just the instructions. Do I have a volunteer? Someone that says, I want to read. Who's that person?
Me?
Thank you, Kimberly. Please go ahead. Just the instructions, letter B.
No, Cecilia.
Write question,
Oh,
then look at part 8 and answer the question.
Perfect. Thank you. So here we have the instructions. We gotta write the question and then give an answer based on the information that we have right here. And here we have what we have to use. The only thing that we gotta do is add the structure for questions and then answer based on the information that we have right here, if it's true or if it is not. For example, we have the first one. Is Matthew going to celebrate with his family? Based on the information that we have right here, is it true or it is not true? What is he going to do? Is he going to celebrate with his family or with friends or with whom?
It's going to celebrate with his friends. Not
Yes.
his name.
he's going to celebrate with his friends, not with his family. Yes, you're totally correct. So we can infer that information because we have it right here. So that's what we're going to do on the second one, third one, fourth one, and the last one, number 5. How are we going to do this? We're going to complete this exercise working with a partner. So I'm going to send you to our breakout room and we're going to complete it. I'm going to jump from room to room. If you have questions about how to answer this, please feel free to ask. For this one, we're going to have 5 minutes. So once that you get to the room, guys, start working as fast as is possible. And if you have questions, feel free to ask. So here we go. We're going to have 5 minutes to complete this exercise. If you need more, just let me know. So here we go. Okay, guys, thank you for the participation. I was in different rooms with you, and I was able to see that you were putting into practice the exercise. So now we're going to see the answers that we have for this exercise. And let me share this really quick with you here. So for the number 2, and what we're going to do is the following. We're going to share the answers so we can check if they match with what we have. So what about the second one? Stephen and Matthew ride their bikes to the beach. So what would be the question for number 2?
Are Stephen and Matthew going to ride their bikes to the beach?
Thank you. Yes, that's correct. And guys, it is really important for us to analyze the beginning of the sentence because here we're not talking only about Stephen, we're talking about Stephen and Matthew. So if we know that there are more than one, we know that we gotta use are instead of is, right? So yes, that's the right structure for this answer. What would be, for this question, what would be the answer to that question? Do we have a volunteer that would like to give us the answer?
Me, teacher.
Please go ahead.
No, they're going to drive to the beach.
There you go. They're going to ride to the beach. Perfect. And yes, William, I'm going to do that. Let's complete this and then we check that word. Okay. So don't worry. I'll keep an eye on that one. And what about number 3? The friends have lunch at a restaurant. How can we structure that question? How we can make it to have sense? Do we have a volunteer for that one? Or do I choose a volunteer?
Teacher,
Okay, we do. Go
our,
ahead, please.
our friend have lunch at a restaurant. Oh,
Okay,
sorry. Our friends going to have lunch at a restaurant.
okay. Thank you. Uh, do not forget that here we have something before friends, the friends, okay? And what would be the answer for are the friends going to have lunch at a restaurant? What would be the answer for that question? Do we have a volunteer or do we pick a volunteer?
No, they are going to go to Philip's house.
Okay, thank you. What about number 4? Rosa and Matthew go to a museum. And here comes the answer, William. Museum. Museum. So Rosa and Matthew go to a museum. What would be the right structure for that question? We have Kimberly. Go ahead, please.
Are Rosa and Matthew going to go a museum?
Thank you. Yes, that's correct. What would be the answer to that question?
No, they are not going to go a museum.
Thank you. And you're totally correct. What about number 5? Rosa and Matthew have pizza at a restaurant. What would be the right way to structure that question?
Are Rosa and Matthew going to have pizza at a restaurant?
Yes, you're totally correct. Thank you. So what's the answer to that question?
No, they are not. They're going to make a special homemade pizza.
Okay. Based on the information right here, they are not going to a
Repeat,
restaurant.
please, Alison.
Sorry?
Can you repeat the answer?
Oh, yes. No, they're going to make a special homemade pizza.
Okay. Perfect. So as we can see, we have the answer based on the information that we have right here, okay? Now, guys, now that we already practiced the reading, the structure of the going to, let me ask you, is there any question about the structure, about how we can use it, about any word, or is it clear?
It's clear, teacher.
It's clear, okay? Guys, if you at any moment you have a question, is there any word that is new for you and you want to know the pronunciation as William asked us, or you want to know the meaning, feel free to ask, okay? There's no such thing as basic question. We are learning right here, and that's the attitude that we are learning. Perfect. So if there's no question about the topic right here, we're going back to the book, because now we have another exercise and we have the opportunity to practice a little bit more. Here we have the instructions for this one. Letter 8. I'm going to need someone helping me out reading the instructions for letter 8. So do I have a volunteer for the instructions, letter A? Someone who wants to read. Let me see. Please do not raise your hand. Let me see who is willing and is telling me I want to read. Let me see. I see that Jesus Carlos wants to help us with the reading. So, Jesus, can you please help us out reading the instructions here? Letter A.
Permítame.
Sure.
Letter A, ¿verdad?
Yes, please.
What are these people going to this weekend? Write sentences, then compare with a partner.
Thank you. So here we have different pictures about people doing different activities. What we have to do, we gotta take a guess. We gotta guess what they are going to do based on the pictures that we have. And let's practice something. Let me ask Antonio, on the picture number 1, what do you think this person is going to do on weekend?
In the bike.
What do you think that this guy is going to do on the weekend?
Ride bike in the park.
Okay, hey, that's a really great guess. Thank you. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to create a sentence related to the image that we have right here. For example, the one that we just got. This guy is going to ride a bike on weekend. He's going to ride a bike. And the same thing for the number 2, for the number 3, and for the number 4. So for example, if we take a look on the number 2, let me ask Natalia, what about number 2? What do you think this person is going to do on weekend?
He's going to swimming in the river or in the beach.
Okay, that's a great guess. And we gotta do the same thing for each of the pictures that we have right here. So how are we going to do this? We're going to take a guess. We're going to write a sentence at least for each of these images. We're going to have 5 minutes in order to complete this, and we're going to share the answers once that we have them. So what are we going to do? We're going to go back to the break rooms and complete this exercise, because if we are 2 or 3 or 4, it's going to get easier for us to complete it. Then we're going to share the answer with the class, okay? So be ready to start completing this exercise. So is it clear, guys, or is there any question about what we're going to do? Is it? Okay.
It's clear.
Perfect. So let's continue, and I'll go ahead and jump from room to room to see if you have questions or if you're working on the exercise. We're going to have 5 minutes to do this, okay?
Hola, hello.
Ay, creo que ya. Ay, voy llegando. ¿Están haciendo alguna oración cada uno o cómo?
Nos pidió que pudiéramos, somos hacer unas oraciones con unas imágenes que puso ahí, pero ahí están en el libro.
¿Y,
Um,
cua-
la página, si no estoy segura, ahorita la voy a buscar.
¿Y cuál imagen escogieron?
Es la página 73.
Okay.
Thank you.
¿Y en la 4 qué piensan que es? En la imagen 4.
Could be.
Compartí mi pantalla, no sé si la ven, ahí por las que no lo tengan.
Gracias, gracias. Podría ser they are enjoy the concert or festival.
Ok. Terminaron. Yo ya terminé.
Hola, me mandaron aquí.
Hola.
Hola.
En la imagen 6 es como una batería. ¿O qué es?
Sí, sí, es una batería. Drum se
¿Cómo?
dice en inglés. Drum. Drum como tambor. Drum.
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 Pero el verbo es
Yo en
play,
el
¿verdad?
Ajá,
sí,
puede ser. She's
yo
going
puse, he's
play.
Play
going to
drums.
play the drum. The drums.
Ujú, ok. Y en la ocho. Y en la 8 usaron she o they.
Yo puse they.
They are.
They are going to see a movie. ¿Sí? Yo así lo puse, no sé.
Ujú. En la 6 yo puse, no sé qué pusieron ustedes, pero puse she's going to go the party.
Yes.
Yo
También.
puse, she's going to dance in the party, le puse yo. Algo similar.
Okay, to dance.
En la 4, ¿cómo dijeron ustedes?
They are enjoy the concert. They are going to enjoy the concert. Could be. No.
Yo, que no sé
Y
si ponerle concierto.
en la 5 yo puse she's going to, no, en la 5 she's going to write a letter.
Right.
Yo le puse she's going to
She's going
work
to
in the office. No sé, yo
she's going to study.
también.
En la 5.
¿Y qué está haciendo?
Pero es que no,
Está
quizás sí
escribiendo.
es algo como de trabajo, quizás, porque medio, no se ve muy bien qué es, pero sí, probablemente
Yo le puse en la oficina, pero no sé, ahí ustedes.
Yo la hago estudiando.
Okay. Well, guys, the breakout rooms will be closing in a couple of seconds and we go back to the main room. So if you can stop sharing your screen, that would be great.
Okay, teacher.
Thank you. Can you see my screen, guys? Right?
Yes.
Yes.
yes, teacher.
Perfect. So now that we had the opportunity to create different sentences based on the information that we had right here, it is time for us to share it. So I'm going to ask you randomly to give me the example that you create based on the images. And we're going to start with number 1. And I'm going to ask Gaby Montes, can you please give us the example that you wrote down about this one, the image number 1? What is this guy going to do on weekend?
Um, he's biking. He's going biking in the park.
Okay, okay, thank you. What about you, Natalia? What example do you have for the image number 1?
He's going to go biking in the park.
Okay, thank you. What about number 2? Let me ask to Fatima Janet. Can you give us your example about the second image?
He's going to swim on the beach.
Okay, thank you. What about number 3? Let me ask William. I'm sorry, Jose. Can you please give us the example for number 3?
He is going to shopping apples and pineapples at the Mercado Central.
Okay, that's a really great guess. So she's going to buy it at the Mercado Central. What about number 4? Let me ask number 4 to Antonio. Can you please give us your example for the image number 4?
They are celebrating in the stadium.
Stadium. Okay.
Stadium.
Stadium. Yep. Perfect. So now, well, thank you. Let me ask Marta Yesenia. Can you please give me your example of the image number 4? Do you have something different?
They are go to the games.
Okay, okay, thank you. What about number 5? Let me ask number 5 to Daniela. Can you please give us the example for number 5?
She's going to study on this weekend.
That's great, thank you. What about number 7, Eric? Eric Josue, can you please give us the example for the image number 7?
He's going to play the drums.
Okay, thank you. What about you, Salma? Can you please give us the example if you have something different for number 7?
6 or 7.
Yes, you're totally right, number 6. So can you please give us the example for number 6?
She's going to dance at the party.
Okay, she has a great plan, right? Thank you. Now let's move to the next one, to the number 8. And this one goes to Alison Jasmine. Can you please give us your example for the image number 8?
They are going to watch the movie.
They're going to watch a movie. Thank you. So guys, as you can see, we're taking a guess about what they are going to do based on the images that we have right here. And as you can see, we already know the structure and we're using it right now. We practiced on the previous exercises how to create or how to follow that formula related to going to. Now we are putting into practice based on some information that we have right here that it's basically the images. So now it is time to work again and to ask a partner what is going to do, or if that person is going to do one of the things that we have on the image. So please, I need someone helping me out reading the instructions in part B, pair work. Do I have a volunteer? Do I have someone that says I want to read? Who's that person? I see 2 hands. Let me see. I see 3 hands right now. Thank you. So Jose, can you please read the instructions? Drink water first and then You can read the instructions. Pair work.
Listen and practice. Notice the reduction of going to no sé cómo se lee eso.
Yes, but it's this one right here. Pair work.
Ah,
Letter B.
let's see. Pair work. Is your partner going to do the things in a part A this weekend? Ask and answer question.
Perfect. And here we have the question that we're going to ask. Are you going to go biking this weekend? Are you going to study this weekend? So we gotta ask these to one of our partners and then get the answer. If that person is not going to, for example, go biking, that person is going to tell us or give us a different answer. If you ask me, are you going to biking this weekend? No, I'm going to stay at home. Or no, I'm going to work. Or no, I'm going to do something different. So do not just keep with the answer. No, I'm not going to do this, but give something else. Okay. Give another answer about something that you actually are going to do. So guys, do we have clear what are we going to practice right now? Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Perfect. So I'm going to assign a breakout rooms right now. So please, once that you get to the breakout room, start like asking questions to your partners. I'm going to jump from room to room. If you have a question, guys, please feel free to ask. So here we go. We're going to have 5 minutes to do this. Okay, we're back. Thank you guys for the participation. We were getting really nice conversations with you. And I just want to highlight something, guys, because I was jumping to different different rooms, and I'm able to see that you're helping each other whenever you don't understand something. That's really great. Keep doing that because that's the purpose. That's why we work in the breakout rooms with small groups, like 3 or 4 of you, so you can ask if you have any question. So please keep doing that because that's really great. And perfect. We already complete the exercise. I was speaking with most of you, and yes, we were able to do it. I'm not going to ask you to share some examples about this because we still have a lot of work to do. We still have another exercise related to going to. But before to move on to that part, let me ask you, so far, what we have seen so far, is there any question related to the usage of going to? Or is there any questions about any word, anything that is not clear? Now is the time for you to ask. So is it clear, or do you have any question that you want to ask right now, guys?
It's clear, teacher.
No, teacher, there are not questions.
Okay, so since there are no questions, we have a surprise for you. We have an exam surprise. No, no, I'm just kidding. There's no, there's no any exam. So perfect. Let's move on to the next part, to the pronunciation. And here comes something really important, guys, because we're using the going to. And as you already know, or most of you know, there's another pronunciation when we're talking about the future, and that's the reduction. And it's kind of informal way to say going to. And here we have it, gonna. We're going to listen to the recording that we have right here, and we're going to understand how to use it, and if it's okay to use it, when we can use it, or basically that information. So let me share the sound with you, and let me know if you can listen to the recording.
Page 73.
Can you listen to the recording?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
teacher.
Yes.
Perfect. So here we go.
Exercise 4. Pronunciation. Reduction of going to. Part A. Listen and practice. Notice the reduction of going to gonna.
Are you gonna go to the game?
No, I'm gonna study for a test.
Are you gonna go to a restaurant?
Yes, we're gonna go to Nick's Cafe.
Okay, so here we have another way to say going to, which is a reduction, or it can be considered like a little bit informal, gonna. So we can say, are you going to go to the game? Or are you gonna go to the game? Gonna go to the game. Something that you will notice, guys, the more you learn, is that native speakers, they don't pronounce every single word. Sometimes they are looking ways to pronounce less words, um, and that makes them sound like a little bit more natural. And here we have the first example. They are not gonna say are going to. They might say are gonna. So let's put into practice. I'm going to ask someone helping me out reading letter A, and another person is going to read letter B. Okay, so let me start with letter A, and I'm going to ask, thank you, Jose. You're going to read the first one, letter A, and Kimberly, you're going to read letter B. Go ahead, please.
Are you going to go to the game?
No, I'm gonna study for a test.
Okay, Jose, can you please read one more time letter A, but we're going to use the reduction.
Are you gonna go to the game?
Thank you. And yes, that's the way that we pronounce it, gonna. Next example, letter A and letter B. I'm going to need another volunteer. And here I have Natalia for letter A and Patricia for letter B. Please go ahead.
Are you gonna go to a restaurant?
Yes, we're gonna go to Needs Coffee. No, Needs Cafes.
Yes. Okay, perfect. So here, guys, we have another way to pronounce going to. And let me share some information about this. Is it appropriate to use it? Yes, we can use it. But remember that when we're speaking, we gotta adequate to the place that we're speaking. So it's not the same when you're speaking to your friends, right? You speak in a way, but when you're speaking in a class, when you're speaking in a different place, you adequate and you speak in a different way. So we can say the same thing for this one because gonna, it's kind of informal. We use it in informal situations. So it is up to you because the people who or the person who is listening to you and you're saying gonna, that person is going to understand what you're saying, but it is not that formal. But it's up to you if you want to use it or not. Like I said, native speakers, they try to or they don't pronounce every single word. So that's why we have these kind of reductions. Amazing. So now, is there any question about the pronunciation, about the usage, or anything related to this reduction gonna, the reduction of going to? Is there any question, guys?
No, teacher.
No, teacher.
Yo sé si quiero preguntar algo.
Please, go ahead.
Eh, aquí se cambia solo la pronunciación del going to, pero hay una frase que también se dice gonna, G-O-N-N-A, gonna. ¿Es lo mismo que decir going to o solo es la pronunciación que cambiaríamos?
It has the same meaning because we're talking about, I share it on the chat. It has the same meaning because it's an informal way to say going to. So it is basically the same thing. If you are writing something and you type and you write it that way and you say, are you, for example, let me type it on the chat. If you say this, like I share it on the chat, you can say that way.
Yes.
You can say it that way. Are you gonna go to the game? We're talking about the same thing, but in this case, it is informal or it sounds informal. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's clear.
Yes. Thank you.
Sure. Guys,
Sure.
is there any other question about this reduction, about the usage, about it is informal or a little bit more, a little bit formal, or is it clear now?
It's clear.
It's clear.
Perfect. So that being said, it is time for us to put into practice. This one, it's going to be a really short exercise. So we're going to ask a partner about his or her plan, and we're going to use the reduction of going to. So we're going to use what I just said, gonna. We're going to use gonna, the reduction of going to. So please, I'm going to send you to a breakout room. In this case, it's going to be for just 4 minutes. So once that you get to the breakout room, start asking questions. It's not related to the book. You can ask any question related to this coming weekend or related to plans, okay? But the only difference it is that we're going to use gonna, okay? Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Una
Perfect.
consulta, teacher, no va a
Go ahead.
pasar lista.
Yes. Once that we
Okay.
complete the exercise, I'm going to take the attendance. So be ready. Do not go yet. We gotta
Okay.
get back and then we're going to do the attendance. 4 minutes. So let's get started. Okay. Okay, guys, thank you for the participation. And I just want to highlight something, guys, because I was jumping to different rooms and I'm able to see that we're struggling with the usage of gonna. Remember that whenever we are going to use gonna, we're not going to add the to next to gonna. For example, we cannot say, I am going, I am gonna to go to somewhere or to some place. If we're using gonna, we just say gonna. I'm gonna go to the cinema, for example. I'm gonna go to eat pupusas, but we don't add the to next to gonna because that's why we're using the reduction. That being said, thank you for the participation. I was checking the practice that you were having, and that's really great. So before to continue, guys, I'm going to take the attendance. I'm going to call your name. If you're here, you say present, and I'll take the attendance. Okay. So please open your mic whenever I call your name. So let me start with Alison Jasmine,
Present.
Carolina Esmeralda,
Present.
Cecilia Hernández de Rivas,
Present.
Cecia Cristibel Cabrera, Cecia, ¿no?
No puedo entrar ahora.
Okay,
Tenía otras clases.
okay. Daniela Alejandra,
Here.
thank you. Diana Stephanie, Diana Stephanie Avelar, okay. Emily González,
Present.
Eric Josué,
Present.
Ernesto Manzano,
Present.
Evelyn Paola Campos,
Present.
Gabriela Michelle Montes,
Present, teacher.
thank you. Giovanni Alexis Sigüenza, Giovanni. Irene Berenice Coreas, Irene. Jacqueline Lisette Landaverde,
Present, teacher.
thank you. Josué Ruiz, Harold Josué Ruiz, Jesús Carlos García,
Present.
thank you. José Antonio Rodríguez,
Present, teacher. Present. José Antonio
okay,
Rodríguez.
thank you. Kimberly Sigüenza,
Present, teacher.
thank you. Marjorie Velázquez,
Present.
Marta Yesenia Peñate,
That's me, teacher.
okay, thank you. Natalia Castillo,
That's my name.
Natalie Valeria Acevedo, Natalie. Norma Isabel Recinos, Raquel Castillo, Reina Esperanza Núñez, Rina Patricia Ortiz,
Present, teacher.
thank you. Salma,
Present.
William José Avelar,
Here I am, teacher.
thank you. Senia Stephanie Barahona.
Present, teacher.
Xiomara Elizabeth Guevara.
Present, teacher.
Fátima Janet Machuca.
Present.
And René Misael Vázquez.
I'm here, teacher.
Thank you. So guys, is there someone that I didn't mention? Or did I mention all of you? Okay, I'll take that as a yes, that I mentioned all of you that you're in the session. So guys, we're going to stop right here. We're going to continue tomorrow working on the book. So if you can take a look on the exercises and the activities that we will have for tomorrow, that will be great. So we can start working on that one. We have a lot of content to take and to check tomorrow. So I want to thank you guys for being on time in the class. And before letting you go, let me ask you, is there anything that you would like to know? Is there any question, something that is not clear that you want to get out of your chest right now before letting you go? Or is it everything clear?
Everything
Clear,
clear.
teacher.
Everything clear. Okay. So
Clear.
Clear.
perfect. So if you have any question and you ask me tomorrow, we are not going to answer that question. I'm just kidding. If you have a question tomorrow, feel free to ask. I really hope that you have a great night, guys. Get some rest. If you have activities tomorrow, if you gotta work tomorrow, so have some dinner, and I'll see you tomorrow. So enjoy your night, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Night,
Okay,
teacher.
teacher.
Nice,
Bye.
teacher.
Okay,
Thank you,
Good
teacher.
night.
teacher.
Night.
Bye,
Thank you,
teacher.
Bye-bye.
teacher.
Thank you.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes. Go ahead.
Tomorrow is Saturday.
Oh, you're totally right. So it's going to be on Monday. But if you want to join tomorrow, I mean, I'll be here. I'll see you on Monday. It's Friday, guys. It's Friday.
Thank you.
Night. Night, guys.
Night,
Have a
guys.
great night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.